opponent, weighing 240 pounds, John Cena. Heath Slater. Oklahoma, Dr. Steve Williams.
The second of two six-man tag matches here tonight on Raw's War we have Brian Pillman facing off against Bret Hart right here in the middle of this ring. Two great wrestlers from the classic years. As you see Brian Pillman get slammed to that corner, his own ally corner. See John Cena get right back up to that ring, going right into a figure four leg lock. Shades of the other four horsemen, Ric Flair, as the man known as the Loose Cannon is able to get out of that figure four leg lock. And now picking up Bret Hart, gonna whip him into his own tag partner's corner, gonna tag in John Cena. Could have dragged in Bam Bigelow, but decided to tag in Cena for a nice tackle and a nice clothesline from these two men here. Now this is the Word Life Thugonomics John Cena. Bit different from the other John Cena we've been seeing on Raw, who qualified earlier, I believe. He had to face his teammate Kofi Kingston. As you see a nice roll-up pin by Bret Hart onto John Cena. As you see them tie up once again in the middle of this ring. Bret Hart's tag partners are Heath Slater, the one-man band part of three-man band, and Dr. Death Stevie Williams from ECW. As John Cena gets whipped into that ring, he might have two of those men fighting against him. Yes, he does. He has Bret Hart and Heath Slater going up to the top rope for a nice axe handle onto the arm. Gonna try and injure that arm of John Cena. You get a nice leg sweep by Heath Slater to Cena. Headlock by Slater. Series of counters between these two wrestlers. Gonna now whip Cena into that corner. And now tagging back in Bret Hart. The excellence of execution. As he gets a headlock onto Cena. Nice trip up into trying to hurt that leg. Trying to weaken that sharpshooter of Bret Hart. Now John Cena might be trying to get an STF to try and show his submission prowess when he's in with the likes of the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, as he goes for a nice sharpshooter, or Boston Crab rather, as he is from Massachusetts. But he's a bit too close to the corner, and Bret Hart is able to get onto the ropes. So you get them tied up together once again. Now Bret Hart going to get whipped around. And a nice shoulder check from Cena, sending Hart down to the mat. Now we get Cena getting whipped into that corner here. And Heath Slater going to get brought into that ring. Slater going up to the top rope. And he's going to do another axe handle. There's been a couple of tags on the right-hand team's side so far, but Dr. Death has yet to get in this matchup. As we get a headlock from Cena onto Slater. Slater breaking up that tie-up, but getting a punch to the face before tying up once again for a nice drop. It's a tie-up once again. Headlock from Cena. Slater tying up against Cena here. Several twists of the arm, sending Cena down to the mat for a nice leg drop onto the arm. He's gonna go for a submission maneuver with Cena too close to the ropes here. Try to go for that camel clutch here. Headlock from Cena here. It's Dr. Death shaking the ropes violently, wanting to get in this matchup. As Cena now picks up Slater, puts him into another headlock, drags him down. Nice elbow to the back of the neck. This is gonna get you dizzy there. And now John Cena stalking Slater, the youngest man in this match, as we see a submission maneuver now by Slater here, stretching the arms back, a nice surfboard-like maneuver, but a headbutt from Cena stops that. Series of punches by Slater, and a nice back elbow to the chest, able to use his quickness against Cena here. Slater with a nice dropkick, able to get dodged by Cena, pushing him out of the way. Cena now gonna whip Slater into that corner. Slater gonna counter that into a huge clothesline out of that corner onto John Cena. Dr. Death calling for a tag. very badly, and he's going to get it as Slater sends in Dr. Death, Stevie Williams. Nice drop kick, dodged by Steve Williams. And now Williams whips Cena across the ring. Cena able to counter into a kick, and Louise press with a series of punches to the face of Williams. Cena now going to tag in a fresh man to face off against a fresh man, Dr. Death, two ECW veterans, and Dr. Death and Bam Bigelow. Both of these men both also fought in WCW for quite some time, as Bam Bam trips up Dr. Death for a nice elbow drop by Brian Pillman. Headlock, sleeper hold by Dr. Death. And gets turned into a jawbreaker by Brian Pillman. Headlock by Pillman. Going to send Williams into his own corner here. Going to look for a tag team maneuver once again, but counters by Williams. And now he's going to put Pillman up on the top rope here. Going up to the top rope. He's going to look for a very nice superplex all the way from the top rope right into the center of that ring. Slamming him right down hard. Flying all the way across that ring. We get him to smash the knee against his own there, sending Pillman down to the mat once again. Pillman getting weakened. His leg getting weakened by that maneuver by Williams. Williams now getting a chop block to the back of the leg by Brian Pillman. Pillman going to get a headlock onto Williams. And now going to try and weaken that knee again with that knee takedown. He's spacing him ever closer to the corner. And now sends Williams into the opposite corner. And now gets it to the back. And another chop block to the knee of Williams. Williams is very close to his own corner now. However, headlock by Pillman will ensure he won't get down there as he does another leg drag takedown. Trying to weaken the knee significantly. But Williams just pushing Brian Pillman away and tagging in Slater now. Series of punches and a tie-up here by Slater to Pillman. Slater now going to do a nice leg drag or leg twist takedown onto Pillman. That series of punches countered by Pillman. Slater able to twist the arm and get a nice neck breaker onto Brian Pillman. Nice low clothesline by Heath Slater to Pillman. Nice neck breaker by Brian Pillman. It's a tie up here. Arm tie up behind, and Pillman pushes Slater away. Tries to go for a nice kick, but gets dodged out of the way by Slater. As Slater does a nice low drop kick to the face of Brian Pillman. Like head drag takedown by Pillman into an elbow to the shoulder. Has his tag partners call for a tag. Pillman ignores them and goes out to the outside as he gets sent right back into the ring by Hart. Hart wants a clean match here. Another WCW veteran, and Bret Hart gets sent out to that announce table by Pillman. He gets tackled right there. And now a nice gut buster by Pillman to Slater. Looks like he's stalking for a pin, but actually goes back to the outside. He runs into the corner here. He runs around and runs right back into the ring here. Playing mind games with Slater here, the rookie. Now he's going to try and get advantage on him on the outside, but Slater actually punching and doing a nice flip. Pillman able to dodge out of that flip, doing a huge amount of damage to Slater. Slater got a huge amount of air with that, and a nice scoop slam by Slater. Puts the momentum on his side. Hits a call Slater for him to get up, and now he's going to go for a snap suplex in the corner there. And now he tries to get a pin onto Slater, but Slater takes a dive to the outside before he was able to get a pin there. Nice elbow to the face of Pillman. As Slater still waits on the outside. Doesn't want to be pinned after that giant suplex by Pillman. Nice neck breaker by Pillman, but he gets sent back into the ring by Bret Hart. Slater's got to get back in this ring as Hart gets sent back into the announce table once again, and Pillman taking out to the outside. It looked like he was going to grab the announce table, but actually getting grabbed by both Williams and Hart and sent back into the ring for the awaiting Slater for a nice elbow to his back. Slater getting sent into the enemy corner now by Pillman. He's going to tag in Cena here for a tag team combination. They're going to whip him across the ropes, and they're going to do a double flapjack and send his face straight into the mat. John Cena now the legal man for the team on the left here. And now a nice suplex by Slater to Cena. And Slater going to tag in Williams here. Williams going to get in the ring for a nice punch to the jaw. And now he's going to take out Bam Bam as well, as Williams does a series of punches to Cena, but gets countered into an arm bar. Gonna headlock, and a nice lift by Cena to throw Williams. Cena tagging in Pillman once again. The loose cannon Pillman wants Dr. Death here, as Dr. Death goes for a huge powerbomb, a gut-wrench powerbomb, and he drags Pillman into the middle of the ring here. It's way close to the Allied ropes here, and Pillman only gets a 1 count here. Actually kicks out quite early for just that huge gut-wrench powerbomb by Williams. Now Bam Bam Bigelow in the ring with Williams once again, able to get the back of Williams, push him towards that corner, but Williams with a huge slam just take Bam Bam down to the mat. Bam Bam messing with that punch, telegraphed it a bit too much, and Williams was able to dodge out of the way a little bit. As we get Williams now getting taken down to the mat by Bam Bam. Bam Bam stalking Williams, but getting sent around this ring for another slam onto the mat. Getting checked by Bam Bam using his immense weight. This is in fact the last 6-man match of the Super Brawl series, at least for the qualifications to get to Super Brawl. At Super Brawl there will be 6 more 6-man tag matches before there is a 20-man Royal Rumble where the winner of that will get the Fuck the World title. Now Bam Bam and Stevie Williams tying up once again, and Williams just pushing Bam Bam down to the mat for a nice stomp. He's going to try and target the leg of Bam Bam Bigelow. Getting kicked to the face by Bam Bam. And Bam Bam able to do a nice hip toss to Williams and a knee to the face. That punch doesn't quite land as Williams is able to roll out of the way. He's very close to his corner here. Doesn't opt to make a tag though, as Bam Bam sends him closer to the center of the ring. Bam Bam's trying to zone off Williams away from his corner for another nice hip toss, sending him down to the mat. That punch missing once again, telegraphed far too hard by Bam Bam, as Williams is able to dodge it every time he attempts it. There's a huge hip toss once again by Bam Bam Bigelow. Bigelow twisting the arm of Williams, sending him down to the mat here. A nice arm damaging maneuver there, and using all of his weight with that immense height to slam right onto the arm and the chest of Williams. Williams getting tackled down to the mat. Both these two ECW veterans have been in the ring for quite some time now, as Bam Bam drags Williams down to the mat for a nice elbow. Bam Bam looking to perhaps make a tag here. Yes, he's going to tag in Cena as Williams runs to the opposite side of the ring and tags in Slater. Cena sees Slater, tags back in Bam Bam. Thinks Bam Bam will be able to close out this match against Cena here. Against Slater here. As Bam Bam drags Slater into the ring for a pin here. Not even a 1 count, as I believe Cena might have interrupted that with his foot. And now he does a huge power bomb into a bridge pin. 1. Only 1 count. Slater able to kick out of that bridge pin. And now Bam Bam has got him in that corner. It looks like he's going to wait for Slater to get out, but no, actually going to do a tag team maneuver here with Brian Pillman. Drop toe hold into an elbow to the back of Heath Slater. Pillman, the loose cannon, going to strip our announce table here, taking off the protective top and the monitors out of our station. And now we have to watch the match from ringside here as Pillman gets whipped back into the ring by Dr. Death. Pillman going to look to make a tag, but is actually not able to get either of his tag partners in there as they were not close enough to the corner to make a tag. As Slater now goes up to the top rope for a giant arm drag, sending him down to the middle of the mat. Slater going to tag in the excellence of execution. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Bret Hart of the Hart Foundation now going to whip Brian Pillman back into the enemy corner. He's going to tag Slater back in here and going to send Slater flying with a nice crossbody onto Brian Pillman. He's going to pick up Pillman and a huge suplex countered by Slater into a nice neck drop. Pillman running, looking like he was going to make a tag to his partner, but it gets caught by Slater. And Slater now whipping Pillman into his allied corner here. And now he's going to tag in Hart for a tag team maneuver once again. He's going to trip up Pillman, and Bret Hart is going to get that elbow into the lower back for a Boston Crab here. Trying to weaken the back of Pillman for that sharpshooter later. Pillman, Cena, and Bam Bam all attacking Bret Hart here. Bam Bam has got to get out of that ring. Huge punch to the face by Pillman to Bret Hart. And Pillman looks to make a tag here. And now he actually finds someone. He finds Cena. Cena the legal man for his team now. As Bret Hart gets the back of Cena, smashing his back of his head against his knee. Absolutely brutal move as we see a nice leg drop by Bret Hart. Cena tying up with Hart now. Hart tying up with Cena. Two future Hall of Famers here as we get a nice elbow to the back of the neck. And we get the famous sharpshooter applied to Cena as Dr. Death and Heath Slater try and stop his teammates from stopping it. Cena able to use his leg strength to get out of that maneuver, however. The famous sharpshooter by Bret Hart was not enough to take out Cena. Cena was able to break out of the sharpshooter by Bret Hart. But Bret Hart is trying to target the back a bit more with that shot to the back. And now, shot to the gut, sending him down to the mat once again. Elbow to the back of the head. Bret Hart has put it into a new gear after Cena kicked out of that sharpshooter. He's going to go for a power driver here, sending his head against that mat. Now he's going to drag Cena into the middle of the ring here. Is Bret Hart, and he goes for a pin here. 1, 2, 3. No. Bam Bam was able to interrupt that count. John Cena was saved by Bam Bigelow, and now is able to put a submission maneuver on to Bret Hart. The Hitman able to get out of that as he's able to grab at the back of Cena once again. He wants to keep Cena in the ring. He knows he's tired. He's able to put another strong move onto Cena. He might try and get a pin here. Yes, he does. 1, 2, 3. Bam Bam wasn't able to interrupt this time. Bret Hart, Heath Slater, and Dr. Death, Stevie Williams win this matchup.